What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Dustin here. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. Ready to get some plays in. We hit some slips yesterday. We had some plays hit on Dabble. We had a PrizePicks slip hit. We had our 20x slip on Better hit for the promo slip. Yes, that was not given out yesterday. The day before yesterday, our last play went off last night. Nas read. Easy read, if you ask me. Over 9.5 points. But let's go ahead, see what we have for today. It looks like we might have a little value. I mean, I'll tell you what, we can't be more green on Underdog right now and not hitting like the actual big slips. I feel like everything lately we're hitting for 2.5x or whatever it might be. 4. And then yesterday, if we would have flexed it, we would have won a few bucks, but it is what it is. Colin Rea gets a walk. I think it was probably in his last inning. I don't even know where he ended up exactly. Yeah. It's a little rough, but it is what it is. We keep going. We keep trying to find the best value. It looks like we have a little bit of value right now on Underdog. So let's go ahead and maybe get this play in here. Champion, let's go. Randall. Julius Randall, under 26.5 points and rebounds. Charlie Morton, under 4.5 hits allowed. Robo, so we do have a little bit of CS2 value over 12. Symmetry, over 9.5. Blade, League of Legends, over 6.5, map 1 and 2 kills. TF Blade, over 6.5. And then Jalen Williams, over 27.5. What's that? Points and rebounds. Flex. Bang. Share that into the chat right now for you guys to copy. That's from the AI slip generator at Daily Grind Fantasy. Obviously, it's only going to spit out profitable slips, but it uses AI line comparing technology and correlation calculations to build out the most profitable slips long term, and then just simply shows you them on the tool. You just tail them, and over the long term, you know that you're gonna be profitable because you are getting in the best value based off of these profitable betting strategies. AI is just doing all the hard work for you. It's simply building out the slips, doing all the line comparing. It takes zero brain power for you to enter in these slips or think about, I don't know, matchups, lineups, line compare yourself. That's the AI slip generator at Daily Grind Fantasy. Pretty sick tool, pretty profitable too. Up almost 2,500 units since it launched in 2023. If you guys want access to Daily Grind Fantasy, whether it's the AI slip generator or you want access to the optimizers where you can actually line compare, decide which plays you want to, or decide which books you trust over others, and that you want to get into your slips, you guys can use the optimizers, which is part of the fantasy bundle. But if you guys want to sign up, use code DUSTINSTREAM. Dustin Stream, and you'll get 25% off your very first month of Daily Grind Fantasy. Brian says he had a terrible use my Ballers Club promo on our Better 20x, which it let me put $30 on it. Oh, the one that smacked, Brian? Let's go. Wait, what is the Ballers Club promo? I guess maybe I didn't make it in there. Oh, placing 500 plus entries with a multiplier of 50x or higher in May. Oh, damn. Damn, you were going hard on 50 plus X's, huh? Bruh, do PrizePicks. Don't bruh me. Don't bruh me, bruh. If there is value on PrizePicks, we do PrizePicks, but there ain't too much value. So, in other words, we don't have PrizePicks to do, bruh. We're going to see what else we do have, though. These set payout platforms are kind of looking wanky. Washed, wanky. Cooked. Trash. Although, hold on. I actually don't hate this. If, no. That. Wait, hold on. Actually, if it's still here, it's... For whatever reason, PGA does some weird stuff. Let me see. If Hostler is still here at 68.5, then we're going to get this in. Hostler over. I'm going to jump on this just a tad early. MLB. Hogland. Over 3.5. Let's go. Caruso. NBA under. Quan. Jumping on this a little early with thinking that we are going to get some movement with these lines based on where they're at now. We're going to get this in. We're so due. We keep hitting promo slips on better. We need to hit a regular unit size hit on better, bro. It's pissing me off a little bit. All right, that link's coming in the chat. Yes, PGA does shift with correlation. Morton and Williams bumped on UD slip. If you're looking for a replacement, Braun under 2.5 assists. Tatum over 26.5 points on UD if you guys are looking for replacements. Hartstein over 8.5 rebounds. Butler over under 13.5 rebounds and assists. Braun's the best one right now as far as replacement. And then I actually do like this Jimmy Butler line. And excuse me. Bro, how about the Pacers, man? How about the Pacers? If the Celtics could just do the damn job and then we get the Pacers, come on, that would be nice. Murray already bumped? Well, oh, on better? SGA over 5 rebounds on better. Or Grant Holmes over 4.5 hits allowed. One of those two. Kind of like Grant Holmes better. Books are bumping like crazy today. Damn. They are moving pretty quick. Julius Randle under 7.5 rebounds. Jackson Job. Braun first quarter points. Boop. Actually, let's do this. Let me see if we can get this off. So we can get this off. I don't hate Randall under 7.5 rebounds. Job under strikeouts. And then Holmes over hits allowed. We do already have Christian Braun under 3.5 first quarter points. Who? Nikhil Alexander Walker. What were you doing last night? What were you even doing last night? Who actually ended up winning that game, to be honest with you? I don't even know. Let's see. Red Sox better win today. That's all I gotta say. We got day baseball. That's so lit. Day baseball. What was I gonna do? NBA Tuesday. The Warriors did end up holding them off without Steph Curry. Shout out Draymond Green with 18 points, baby. Let's go. Buddy Hield went off. Curry was about to go off. It's about to go ham. Edwards, Nas Reed went off for us. Bro had 14 minutes and had only recorded a steal. Bruh. That is insane. So long for your minutes, buddy. So long for your minutes, buddy, pal. Let's go, Universal. Let's go. Why do I have two PrizePicks tabs? One of them was supposed to be Underdog. Wolves bricking threes. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Yeah, that was crazy. They started off like 0 of 15 or 0 of 13 or something like that, or at least whenever I was seeing it. Is Food Johnson in the chat? Did I already ask that? I might have. All right, let's check Fliff. Let's kind of check back our other. Ooh, -10. OKC Thunder -10. Getting -105. Pinnacle's a little closer here. I'll probably not play this, honestly. It's being weighed up by these two. But Pinnacle's at -115-ish. So it's really not that crazy. Gunnar Hogland. All right, here we go. Walks allowed. If you guys did see, our walks allowed actually did pretty solid. Remember we had a ton of walks allowed plays? Jeffrey Springs walks allowed hit. Wesnicki walks allowed hit. Sale walks allowed hit. Clark Schmidt did not. Cal Quantrill did not. I think we had some on Profit X too. -105. Bang. Gunnar Hogland. Boom. Sonny Gray. Over walks allowed -124. Bang. Dollander -103. Okay. Over earned runs allowed. Getting some plays in, baby. Look at us, just hammering plays. Grant Holmes. Under 5.5 strikeouts +108. No other book offering plus money. Sign us up on that too. Bang. Houck under strikeouts. My beloved Red Sox. I really hope he goes over strikeouts. I wouldn't be too mad. There's only there's a decent amount of liquidity. We won't press it at 2% EV. Cease. Padres, Yankees, Murphy. What else? Got anything else on Profit X? Food Johnson in the house. Food Johnson, I can confirm, was courtside at the game. Can confirm. Sent me a picture of him holding a spoon. No value on PrizePicks. Might be able to do something here. Hang on. Might be able to do something here. Might be able to do a little something, possibly. Could do something. It's going to be borderline. If we're able to even get it off. It's going to be a little bit of a borderline slip on PrizePicks. Might be pressing it. But Brewers, Nerfy. Let me see what we can do. Brewers under. First runs allowed. Hartstein over rebounds. Hey, Enrique, appreciate the follow there. Over 8.5 rebounds is this? Sign over 8.5 rebounds. Alley under 4.5 first quarter points. So this is going to go into Friday. Let's see what we can do without going into Friday. Frazier. Got a Fliff line. Braun. Let's go. Braun under rebounds. We got Adam Frazier over strikeouts. What does that give us? That gives us 4. Gobert, 10 rebounds. That's Thursday at least. Bridges under 7. It's push potential like crazy. Gobert, 10 rebounds. Mal, over 4.5. All right, this is going to give us maybe a little bit of a sweat for tomorrow. If we can get to Gobert, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. What color percentage does it play before negative EV? So you need to have your average fair odds percentage on PrizePicks to be above 54.2+%, which is what I'm saying. We're jumping on it a little early here, as our average fair odds percentage is probably just a little bit below that. But we're looking at the lines. A lot of times when I jump on something early, we're still going to get, you know, positive EV as lines move. Now, not every time, right? It's a little bit of a risk, whatever you're jumping on it. But you can dip down below 54.2+% on PrizePicks and still build out a full plus EV slip as long as your average fair odds percentage is above, or odds percent to hit is above 54.2+%. Not every play has to be above that. I think PrizePicks a risk. I mean, based off of how we're building out that slip, right? Not every play, the entire slip as it stands right now is probably not insane value. So yes, I will say that there's a chance that it could move to be plus EV, which I believe it will, but there's also a chance that it might not. However, here we could do something possibly. Barrios, Braun, under 21.5, actually. Don't hate that. Porzingis, points and assists. Trevor Larnach, 53.7. So yeah, this should be plus EV if we get this slip in. Hang on. Let me cook here for a second. Jose Barrios. That's, of course it's bumped. Never mind. We got to do a marbles run now, right? Yeah, but we're going to do it in the afternoon stream. We're going to do it in the afternoon stream. I did say we would do one in the afternoon stream if Nas Reed hit, and he sure did. God, I wish Barrios didn't bump. Trying to get us some value there. I was trying to. Also on better, we also have just so much green. Why did Rasmussen have to go over balls here? Over pitching walks. We'd be sweating Derek White. Jung-Hoo Lee had a strikeout. We'd be sweating Hartstein. Edwards didn't go over his promo here, of course. Like so much green. We're right there. We're at least hitting some slips too on better right now. Shane Baz over strikeouts. Noving at plus 118. Why are we getting plus 118 right now? Shane Baz, that's moved. All right. Let's check the AI slip gen, maybe. There's a little bit of PrizePicks value, of course, if we use some. Oh wait, we already built out the slip. Kind of using this We didn't even use Tyrese Halliburton under 4.5, I don't think. Some pain here. We did hit a slip. Seen some green as of late. We've seen some green as of late. That CS2 slip was harsh. Will Smith didn't get a single today. Got a single yesterday. That dog. But we did hit this slip. Evan Mobley was a DNP. Let's check Odds Jam real quick. Maybe some plays on these major sports books. Remember, if you guys want to sign up for Odds Jam and you have access to major sports books, I would totally suggest it. You can find a bunch of plus EV plays. Right now, Pascal Siakam over 7.5 rebounds is insane value on FanDuel. You're getting plus 140, almost a 6% EV play. Right, the entire market has this closer to about plus 110. That's really nuts. If you have FanDuel, I highly suggest taking Pascal Siakam over 7.5 rebounds at plus 140 odds. I am not telling you to take Pascal Siakam on PrizePicks, right? There's a difference at getting plus 140 odds versus playing this on PrizePicks at minus 119 in a 5 or 6 man flex. Please know that, right? This is good value at plus 140. It's not good value at minus 119. Eugenio Suarez. I just spit all over my screen. Damn it. Eugenio Suarez over 0.5 player RBIs plus 175 on FanDuel as well. Another solid plus EV play there. Jalen Williams under 23.5 player points minus 115 on DraftKings. Heck yeah. Sitting pretty heavily favored at minus 145 to go under on these other books. Let's see. Bobby Witt over 1.5 player hits plus 175 on FanDuel. Seeing actually a decent amount of FanDuel plus EV plays right now. Jalen Williams under 28.5. So it's looking like fade Jalen Williams day on DraftKings, honestly. We got any Hard Rock plays for my peeps over there? Not really too much. Not really too much today. But yeah, if you're looking to get down a bunch of plus EV bets, we do have over 8.5 in the White Sox Royals total 4% EV play plus 115 over there on Hard Rock. Sign up using code DUSTIN35. DUSTIN35 on OddsJam. It'll get you a 1-week free trial and 35% off your very first month. So we also have arbitrage bets off the arbitrage bets page here on OddsJam. If you guys don't know what arbitrage betting is, it's where you can find two bets that are so far off in odds on two separate books. You can actually bet opposite sides of that specific bet and come out with risk-free profit where you cannot lose. You are always going to profit money on these bets. I'm trying to find a great example here with two books that are familiar to you guys. I kind of have all the books selected just to show you the wide variety that OddsJam does have in these books. But for instance, let's just say you had access to FanDuel and you had access to Hard Rock. You could take Julius Randle over on FanDuel at plus 130 odds for $154. And you could take Julius Randle under 7.5. Or here, you know what? Let's just talk about this one. Oh, did I get it? No, I didn't. Damn. I'm choking. Pressing buttons. Choking. Where to go? Anyways, let's talk about this one. So right now, you could place Valente Belozo over 2.5 player walks at plus 169 for $120 on ProfitX, and then you could take him under 2.5 at minus 160 on Hard Rock for $200, and you're going to guarantee yourself $2.80 to $5 in risk-free profit. Right? It doesn't seem like a lot if you have a smaller bankroll, like, and you're finding plays that are $2 to $5. It adds up over the long term. You could find 10 of these a night. That'd be awesome. But this is a very low percentage arbitrage play. You can find a lot better plays where you're getting more profit when you enter them in. It just happens to be the one that I clicked on that had some familiar books to most people. If you can find 10 10 plays a night where you're getting $10 risk-free profit on each one of those in your arbitrage betting, that's like $3,000 a month. Like, people are making tens and thousands of dollars doing arbitrage betting. If you're interested in that, you can sign up, use the free trial, get into it a little bit. But also I have videos on the Daily Grind Fantasy YouTube channel you can check out and how to do that. What are they called? Bets. Bet Saracen. I don't see that there. Oaklawn. I don't see it there. So I'm not positive. Not positive. Doesn't seem like it though. Arb is good during the summer where we have less sports going on for sure. You can even arbitrage bet on esports, guys. It's insane. We also have some WNBA popping up soon. That'll be nice. Dante DiVincenzo under 8.5. Let me just even see if this is even up here before I no, it's bumped anyways. All right. Needle under 31.5. Walker. Let me double check. We don't have our promos yet on Better. So no, we don't. I think they come out in 2 minutes. So if we could stall for 2 minutes, that'd be lit. Siakam's at 6.5 right now. Do I take the over? No, you should be playing the over of 7.5 at plus 140 odds on FanDuel. Over 7.5. You can it's probably an alt line for 8+ or something like that, where you'll find plus 140 odds. That's good value. You should take that. No need to take 6. All right, so we do have some FanDuel, DraftKings. I think we might ride OKC minus 9.5 on Fliff, if this is still here. Let's check and see. Maybe so, Chase. I don't really know. I don't really know. Let's see. Oh, they don't even have it up. It's gone. It's gone. We tried. We tried. Christopher Sanchez over 5.5 strikeouts. Minus 125, minus 155. Over 5.5 strikeouts it is for our man, Christopher Sanchez. If Pinnacle wasn't as close to the Celtics line there, then I would take it. But I really respect Pinnacle. Like, as you guys start to plus EV bet, start to use the tools, start to get to know some of these sports books, or even look up just more research on them, and maybe listen to what some other sharp sports bettors say. You'll find that there are kind of sharper books than others in certain sports, or in certain like props or spreads, money lines, game line bets. Like Pinnacle is super sharp when it comes to spreads, money lines, and totals, such like that, right? So I weigh Pinnacle very heavy when it comes to that. They're pretty solid on props, but I really like to follow DraftKings, FanDuel on a lot of props, some Bet Online as well for props. But Pinnacle, also like to see them too for what it is on props, but mostly Mostly for game lines, money lines, game lines, and such. All right, let's double check. Let me close out the app and bring it up. Double check if Better does have the promos now, because I want to take care of that. We can. So no, we don't. Oh, but we did hit also on Sleeper. So we were needing Dante DiVincenzo under 7.5 rebounds and assists to cash us out for the promos from, I think, Tuesday or Monday, sorry. And then unfortunately, of course, we have DeAndre Hunter, and then he ended up getting ruled out, and both promos hit. So go figure. So that kind of sucked. We wasted those. Sorry about that. Nothing I could really do. But yeah. Oh, Fliff Play is still there? Hang on. Oh, I just exited it. I might have checked the wrong game, you say. It's a possibility. That's a possibility for sure. Oh, well, now it's gone. Or actually, Pinnacle dropped their line. So yeah, I might just stay away from it right now. But that's going to be it for the stream. Make sure if you guys have not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel if you're watching over there, Sports by Dustin on Twitch, the Daily Grind Fantasy YouTube channel. Make sure you guys hit this follow button, subscribe button, whatever it is. And if you guys sign up for Daily Grind Fantasy, I highly suggest you using code DustinStream to get your 25% off. Code Dustin35 on an odds jam if you guys are looking to get into that. But that is going to be it. Next live will be this afternoon, probably around 3-4 p.m. But that is going to be it. Love you guys, and let's cash.